Warning: the following content may not be suited for younger or sensitive audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Anyway, so you guys have it's been a few hours. It's kind of deep into the night. You're all holed up in Idris's house. Um, you're just having some dinner, enjoying time as you wait for help to arrive. Um, though you haven't quite heard anything from the Wraith recently, so there is that.
Bro dead.
Yes, it is in fact a wraith. So yes, it is in fact dead. Kind of one of the key points of becoming a wraith.
So we're all at like a table, or we're all having dinner at separate places, or
I
like
don't really know. It's kind of like a potluck. You go around and put shit on your plate.
actually,
Oh,
go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look outside to see if I can see Wraithman.
Also, Trey, by the way,
Hi.
I know no one told you, but the only way for the race, at least for now, to come in is if you invite it in, and they made it very clear to not invite the wraith in. I'm just letting you know in character that Finn was told this. Like, everyone was told this. Not to invite the wraith in. I just thought I'd warn you before before you find out the hard way, and then we're all fucked.
I mean, if it's good that you did say this, because like, because I wasn't here to like hear it, so like, I wouldn't know that I shouldn't let him in.
Just
Anyway,
you can
Finn's
open
just
the
like,
door.
yeah,
just
we're
don't.
having dinner. Come on in.
come on in. We're having steak.
Slow down.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna look outside. Look at Riffman. See what they do. What the Riff do?
What do I do?
Do I need to make a perception check?
Sure.
Um. Now the spell perception. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Meanwhile, me and Eli.
What does an 18 get me, Mr. Max?
Everything seems quiet.
Okay, it's safe to assume the Wraith went away. Well, in that case, I'm gonna good.
Slow down, Trey. You really need to start doing that, especially during recording.
I'm gonna go find Dimitri. He interests me. Where is our boy?
Dimitri's probably reading a book about something that says exalted on it.
Oh my god, he's a nerd.
Alright, well, approach him.
I'm gonna slowly approach to Dimitri.
Okay.
Dimitri, I have a question for you.
What?
Did I do something wrong?
Why you ask that?
Well, it's just I kind of noticed that you kept going away from me, like I did something wrong.
Oh, no, it's just a coincidence. honestly. I'll
How
roll
is it
deception
coincidence?
because I had something to do at the moment, and you were just walking around my vicinity. I'm gonna roll deception. Yes, +1.
I believe in you.
That's a 7.
I no longer believe in you.
I'm
That
pretty
fails.
sure your passive insight beats that. What's your passive insight? Never mind. Never mind. I'm pretty sure your passive insight. Unless Max wants your roll.
Max, do you want me to roll? Okay, there's a very good chance Math went the direction of the Wraith and just died.
Okay, hello, I'm alive.
Oh, welcome back.
Wow.
What also crashed?
Oh.
Well, I rolled a deception check. I rolled 7. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah,
want me to?
Finn, yeah, you can just use your passive for this one. This dude's lying.
Finn,
Come in,
Finn,
let's
Finn. Finn's gonna squint their eyes, looking at the BG, and going, "You know it's not good to lie, right?"
Depends on the context, and he just shuts the book, and then he puts it in his bag. He's like, "Okay, what do you want?" Then
I just want to know why it seems like you're avoiding me. I want to know if I did something wrong.
you did nothing wrong. It's more of, you did nothing wrong. That's really all that matters. It's just maybe something that I did.
I don't know what you did that'll make you want to avoid me. I just got here a couple days ago.
Dimitri's just gonna squint and look at Finn, and it's like, huh. Maybe I'm overthinking something.
Maybe.
Anything else?
I do have one question.
Yeah.
By any chance you know of a guy in misery?
No. Rolling.
Every-
Roll deception.
roll deception. You are 100% convinced that, like, you.
Wait, no.
Finn-
Let Trey roll insight if he wants
Okay.
to.
Yeah, you
Because
can roll insight if you want.
I've been on a lying streak, so
Bro, that's a whole natural 20. Just if I could do it.
I mean, I don't
If
know.
you can roll a natural 20.
Nat 20.
If you roll a nat 20, then you cancel out his, and you would know he's lying.
And you
So you can try.
Also, I don't know Max's critical success with this check, so you know.
What would I roll to?
Insight.
Insight? Okay. That is a save?
No, it's a
No,
check.
it's a check.
It's a check.
Oh, it's a check. And thank you for spelling it.
Question: would we give Finn advantage because Dimitri's been on a lying streak, or just flat roll? I'm just checking. I'm guessing flat roll.
Max.
Flat roll.
All right.
Yep.
Oh,
dirty 20.
dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Damn.
I mean, do you want to use your DM information or do you want to save it?
You know what? Why not? I'll generation. It's probably not going to be any higher, but I'll also try it at least.
There's always a chance.
Not with the dice gods. Dice gods don't love me like they love Max.
Yeah, but that's Silver's dice. Speaking of
Speaking of
Silver,
To the news.
oh wait,
Soule
Max.
just joined the call.
Trey roll a dirty 21, but I don't know if that succeeds.
It does
or
not succeed because
Dang
it would
it.
have to
Oh,
be a
well.
nat 20. He'd need a nat 20.
All right.
But Finn, you believe this man wholeheartedly.
Meanwhile, I knew. Never mind. Go ahead. This man's fucking lying.
It's
There's
not
not-
lying through his damn teeth.
A single crack that you can see of misinformation.
I can always use zone of truth.
I mean, you don't have a reason to.
Yeah, I don't. But don't mean I will
Thank
still
you.
do it.
No, do what Finn would do. Do what Finn would do. Don't
Like
let.
Finn full-heartedly believes that he's not lying, but still kind of has trouble assuming that he actually isn't lying. All things considering how things have been recently.
I never really heard of Misery before, and that's a weird name, honestly. Though, any name can be weird in the right eyes. It's all about matter perspective.
Anyway, I'm casting the truth of zone.
Alright, what? Hang on. What save do I have to make?
That's a good question. Let me check.
Hang on.
Okay. I have so many tabs.
Oh, it's a charisma save. Oh. Good thing I'm proficient in all saving throws, but it's like a +6.
Yes.
Is this worth it? Yes. Oh! That's a natural one.
Damn! Damn, that really fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
So you know, zone of truth. I mean, do you have something that will allow you to reroll that?
I have my DM inspiration, but I'm gonna save that for something more important than this skip.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, as
Dude,
you
I'm
feel
all
the zone
for
of
this.
truth getting casted, you know, normally you can deter a zone of truth by just not speaking. You find yourself compelled to speak.
Oh.
You find yourself compelled to speak that you not only know misery, but a little bit more of truth.
Ben, you just see Dimitri drenched with sweat now. Just like, oh, that's not nice.
I am sorry
I
I had
need
to
you
do
to make a
this.
wisdom saving throw, Cameron.
It's 16.
Trey, what is your spell save?
Let me check. Where is my spell?
I mean, technically, Finn didn't ask any questions while in Zone of Truth, so therefore,
No. But you know, there's a reason Zone of Truth is casted, and you just recently did lie. And that's a nat 1. You can't fight this, Cameron.
I know.
If you fail, you're coughing up all of this.
It is a 20.
You fail.
Yep.
Spill the beans.
Spill your beans.
Hello, Silver.
Well,
Spill those motherfucking beans, you piece of shit.
well, I know Mystery. In fact, he's the champion of my mother, and also trained me in all sorts of things, and also was kind of a father figure throughout most of my life due to my previous father decided to be disappearing, and then I figured out later that he was imprisoned in the basement of my mother's castle. Oh.
All I asked was if you knew Mystery.
Also, I pissed off the only group of people that was ever my friends, and now they're trying to kill me.
Fuck up Silver, the audience doesn't. Max, cut that out. Please. God fucking damn it, Silver.
Well, it's not like Dimitri's gonna stay here.
You don't fucking know that.
Misery always catches up.
Yeah.
But you can't run away from Misery forever.
But
Even you know that.
The thing is, Misery is the type to be lazy as fuck, and he has better matters, to find his fucking missing husband in Doba.
Okay, let's continue on.
I'm not mad, by the way, but that was
I know,
really
I know,
funny.
but we're just kind of getting held up.
Anyways, Trey's muted. I assume he's talking to his grandmother.
Okay, I'm back. My grandma was asked me to check out DVD once I get the chance. I told her I'll check it out when I get a chance. Anyway, DVD. He told all that stuff that was not needed. All I asked was if he knew Mystery. We just told whole life story basically.
Not really. I decided to save some of the grueling details.
Oh man! So after hearing all this, Finn's going to use their brain means to put all.
Silver.
Yes.
Silver, we can hear your ice in our ear.
Wait.
Please mute.
Wait a minute. I switched the mics. Why is it doing that? Fuck.
Anyways, can you mute?
Oh my god. That distracted me so hard.
Trey.
Okay, what the fuck? It's not supposed to be using this mic. Why? Hang on.
Anyway,
I'm back at my computer. Continue.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Finn's going to use all their brain meats to put together all these puzzle pieces that they now have to realize that Dimitri is Shaya's son. Because he said that Misery is the champion of his mother, and Finn knows that Misery is the champion of Shaya. So we're putting two and two together to realize that I have a blackboard right here with all these lines going to each other, and it's telling me that Dimitri is Shaya's son, and his dad is Maximus.
Maximus.
I was close.
The equations start going from Finn's head as they start piecing together things.
Oh my god. Yeah, so after Finn realizes this, Finn's gonna go like, wait, your dad, Dimitri?
It's just like, it was you!
Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, that was. Yes, I am.
Let's say was. What do you mean was? Still Dimitri.
I am that Dimitri.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in Dova?
Running away from my problems.
Your problems?
You see, I did a very bad mistake when I was still in Dova.
You forgot to flush the toilet?
Huh?
You forgot to flush the toilet?
No, I always flush. What? No. I wanted to talk to my father, and I thought I could. He changed, and I thought he could be better. No. I released him from his imprisonment. And technically, I'm the reason why the Demon War ever started. And I kind of ruined the only real friends I ever had. And I didn't try to kill them. I really didn't. But I did damage that I can't undo, and really, I ruined the relationship with my best friend, and eventually, he became a god, and we collided for a bit before I eventually found my way here, where I met a woman who took my god powers and shit. And now I'm running away from misery. So I don't go back. Because I'm afraid of. Not really afraid, I'm just disappointed in myself.
Out of character. You lost your powers. You can lose them? And this was going fruit into mind. You can lose your powers? I didn't think dogs could lose their powers.
So yeah, thanks to me, millions of people died, or more, because I was manipulated by my father.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And I don't think I can ever repair the relationship I ruined with Luca and Dova. So
Wait, Mr. Luca's your best friend?
what?
Okay.
He was a part of Shea's, well, my mother's army. And actually, I helped him get into the army because he wanted to get out of a forced marriage. Crazy bronze dragon. I'm not going into that because
Forced marriages?
I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, there you go. And Dimitri stands up. Now you know.
But that
And
doesn't really answer the question why he was avoiding me.
Because I was afraid that you would see me as a cold-blooded killing monster, as I'm pretty sure history has painted me by now.
Well, I
Because
don't know about that.
the amount of things I had to do. Because if I didn't... No, I don't have to tell you that. Anyways, continue, Trey.
Well, I don't know about that. My dad never spoke that badly of you when he was teaching me all this history.
Maybe he wanted to spare you the details.
What did this sound like?
What'd you say, Trey?
What did this sound like him? There's a lot of details he decided to spare from me.
Also, the champion of Virtua didn't really interact because he was probably busy of protecting Kalia.
That sounds about right. That is where he lives. Wait. So like that means like you're like super old, doesn't it?
Yeah. Your point.
What was the past like?
Conflicting, slavery slowly ending, a lot of things over the globe, really hard to pinpoint. Well, that's the reason why I'm staying away from my mother, because I feel like I want you to remind you, she kept her husband in her basement, imprisoned for thousands upon thousands of years.
Sound very good.
Remember, fiends are, if not the same or worse than the mortals, because most of the time fiends end up used to be mortal, at least most of them.
Wait, so that means you're also a fiend? Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing like the books say.
Because I snapped off my horns, because they're a symbol of my position, which I don't own that position anymore. Not here.
So does this mean you're never gonna go back to Dova?
Until I believe my mother isn't a crazed case of unpredictable. Because I don't see compassion in her eyes when she looked at me back then. There's something different. I don't know what, but there's something different.
Yeah, she's a dick.
But I'm not going to tell you my life story. Now, can you drop the spell?
Oh, sorry. Finn completely forgot to add it up.
Because I was kind of forced to answer your questions, and I kind of don't want to sit here play 20 questions.
I never played 20 questions before. And like, as Finn says, that they're dropping the true spell.
Okay, Dimitri, if that is your real name.
That's your real name.
But yeah, the most I want to do is make sure the kids don't at least hear it. They only know that I'm a deity of some sorts. They don't need to know my mistake. The last thing I want to do is have people fear me.
Fair enough. Well, I will keep this secret then.
You better. And Dimitri's just gonna take his bag and just walk off.
Well, I guess I know what to write to my dad about.
I found Dimitri.
I found Dimitri.
Theo kicking down the door, or just grabbing Finn by the throat.
Oh man. I don't know. Finn might not mention Dimitri in their letter.
So Max, quick question. Sorry I'm late. Work was a bitch. So where are we right now? Are we still waiting in the house?
Yes,
Did I
it has
show
been
you all
a
that?
few hours. It is currently it has become night now. Everyone's kind of like serving out dinner and stuff. There's probably a little portion that's completely vegan and
Yeah, it's not just vegetarian; it's vegan.
it's like completely vegan. Probably has some alfalfa fluffed in there.
Alfalfa.
So to answer your question, Dimitri, it depends on where they had the conversation.
I
Because
mean,
if they just had it
Dimitri-
like out in the fucking open, then yeah, he probably would have heard it.
I mean, Dimitri was in the living room, so that's where Finn approached. So
So are we eating in the living room like
I
a...
imagine everyone's kind of scattered.
It's like
Okay.
potluck style of just sit down somewhere.
I
There is a dining room, but I doubt everyone's in there.
imagine Astral's probably eating in the library. And like he's just kind of like going through some of these old books because Idris is very old and he's just kind of just getting some light reading in. But other than that, he's not really doing much.
So Max, you was in the living room.
Well, people.
People.
Who want to be in the living room? Sound off.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have Zill in the dining room with the kids because I would say she would have gotten them their plates and she's just sitting with the kids, so she's gonna be in the actual dining room.
I'm gonna say that Idris is. I'm assuming the living room and dining room are kind of conjoined, so Idris is in between the both of them, kind of like keeping an eye on Zill and the kids, and also like he's not really listening to the conversation in the living room. He's kind of more focused on Zill.
Dimitri's probably heading to the dining room anyways, just to walk away from.
I could just imagine Akros is like, that's pretty fucked up, man.
Akrosa is kind of standing in the kitchen at the moment. It was just like,
Damn, bro.
yeah.
Damn, bro.
I thought Astral's story was bad. He was in a war. You caused the war.
Damn, bro.
Damn, that sucks. Anyway.
We're gonna leave Soren depressed there for a minute. Anyways.
Soren.
I was doing a callback to Hella's Army whenever Soren was just standing there depressed.
Alright, don't worry. Luca has gift of gab. He can fix it.
You can break down the door.
And no one's going to get any of this, and that's what's perfect.
Yeah.
Because you record your sessions.
I mean, Max, I think that was last campaign that you had me play Luca. Was that last campaign? Or was that this one?
I don't know.
I think it was last one, but it was very brief. So, like,
you played it during Oric's birthday.
Right. Wait, what?
That was episode 10.
Oh, that was like a year ago. Holy shit.
That was episode 10, dude.
Damn. Oh my god.
If you can't tell by the session, by the voice chat description, we are on session 49.
49.
Yeah.
That was like dirty episodes.
Like,
though.
no, like literally, like.
Hello?
Bro's
Did someone
gone.
just fucking die?
Bro's gone.
I thought I was crashing again.
Bro,
for a
I
second
do
so
not
everyone
know
else
why
said
it keeps
hello.
doing that. My mic is just like, hey, stop talking. It's like,
Sorry, guys.
Hey, everybody heard
my mic is like, you don't have the talking stick. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, guys. Dimitri
Anyway.
said no witnesses.
Anyway, so continuing.
Continuing on. Would you guys like to time skip, or would anyone else like to do anything?
I'm just Finn is kind of just walking around trying to see what he find. That's basically all I'm really doing. If anyone else have anything else to do.
People? Poke,
I mean, Dimitri's probably really it.
Yeah, Max, I want to do something real quick.
Okay.
I want to do something real quick. I want to try this just because I think it would funny. I'm going to DM you what I want to try real quick.
Gonna create a portal to pants misery. So, chat, how you guys doing? Enjoying the session. I hope you are. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please, thank you.
And hit that notification bell.
Hit that notification bell. Alright. Look at those.
Yeah, so Max, I want to do that.
Do it.
And I am going to meta magic subtle spell, so I don't have to roll
Okay.
stealth check. Fuck, hang on.
Up.
I got to read through it again too.
Dimitri suddenly teleported outside.
The wraith was like. So.
Oh, you chocolate.
So, I think it says that I don't like. I don't know if I get to choose what happens, but it just says one of the following. I'm just going to assume I get to choose.
Yes.
It's funny because Oric is missing all of this, and so is Zon. So, and Dimitri's taking this to his grave, unless if someone does another fucking zone trip.
So I'm going to do the last one.
Okay.
Ooh. Not the last one. The last one kills people.
So Idris, you were just kind of you're standing there. You're just kind of you're standing there. You're eating and you're making sure everyone's good and stuff. And you suddenly hear this little buzzing, like going around your head and like going around, like you kind of feel something brush against your ears.
More.
I wanted to try the spell, okay?
What about the war?
Sit there. He like his arms would have been crossed as he would have been like leaning back against like the wall between the dining room and the living room, and like he's not entirely reacting to it, but his ear is twitching every time like it gets like whatever it is gets close to his ear, or like he hears it, like if he hears it too close, or like if it's like brushing up against his ear and like
it's just a fly.
him, like move it. The fucking flies. But he's just gonna sit there with like this annoyed look, like not entirely annoyed, but just very lightly annoyed.
I could just imagine, like you know how dogs sometimes, whenever they see a fly, they go, like they'll try to eat the fly just out of midair. It's like,
oh, dude.
They'll just try to grab it. So I would have done like a pebble appears in your shoe, but I don't think Idris wears shoes. So, like I don't think he wears shoes. So, I would have made him stumble, but he's sitting down. So, anyway, we can move on. I just wanted to do that. That was funny.
If you want to make him stumble, you can. He is standing. He's not sitting.
I'd have to cast the spell again. Because it is a cantrip. It is a cantrip, so...
But after a minute, the fly does disappear. Also, detour real quick. Since you mentioned it, Silver, my dog, Charlie, half deaf.
Mhm.
Like, you could shout his name, and unless he sees you, he will not come to you.
But when a fly
that I can barely hear gets in his vicinity, he will leap 5 feet just to try to snap his jaws on it.
That is amazing.
This dog is like 8 years old. He's a purebred chocolate lab. They don't live that long. They got like 10 years. He's old. Anyway,
He can go longer.
Are we ready for your time step?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it is the next day.
Also,
And-
treasure people. Trey.
So I'm guessing we're having a long rest or short rest. What?
Long rest.
Okay. Also, did someone say my name?
No, I was trying to get Trey's attention because he's beeping.
Oh, sorry.
You can.
We're having a long rest, Trey.
Oh, yay.
Now I have 1 level of exhaustion. Hooray! Hooray!
I am here.
Yeah, we're doing the time skip.
Oh, okay.
So wait, are we skipping to next day or?
We'll see. Give me a moment.
Oh god, he's rolling.
So,
Um,
so we time skip. The Rayfish outside the house. Somebody let him in. You must now figure out who it was. My best friend on Misery. Not Misery.
Hey, Cameron.
Petrie.
Yeah.
Behave, children.
I'm not doing the soundboard. I didn't do
Hey-o.
anything.
Hey-o.
Heyo.
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 Whoa.
Did someone just join?
No.
I thought so.
No.
That's probably Levi.
Oh. Wait, no,
He's
Levi's here.
using soundboard.
Heyo.
For
This is
context,
not-
viewers, Silver has a voice
I-
changer.
This
By the way,
is not what I want.
I still haven't downloaded my video from yesterday, so I don't know if it actually caught my voice mod, so I'll have to check that.
It's funny if it doesn't, and then we're like, by the way, as a warning.
I hope it did, because like Craig records your Discord audio and it came right through Discord, so I hope it did.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So it's the next day. And most of you are already up by this time. But
Of course.
you do see you guys hear a knock at the door as you guys are gonna like getting breakfast and everything.
Idris would answer it because it's his house.
You see Lady Duvain, just kind of sitting there very nice politely, and you see Argyle hunched over and trying to stand on the porch. However, he's a bit too tall for it.
Idris would see the both of them and kind of step to the side, and he'd give them both a smile, and he'd go, Lady Duvain, Argyle, thank you for coming. I assume Zil contacted you.
Yes, you did contact us. You have a wraith problem.
Yes, we do.
I see. I will try to do my best to end this situation.
Like, he just gonna nod and, like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but he did move out of the way so they couldn't enter the house.
And this
But,
woman is a woman who seems to be wearing some very regal style clothing. She has a corset. And most notably, she has kind of like these, the bonnets that are like really popular back
the
in
horned
Cinderella
bonnet.
time. The horned bonnets, yes, those things. I don't know what they're called.
I don't remember.
Give me a minute. Anyways, keep talking, I'll look.
And how the fuck do I pronounce that?
He guesses his hours.
Escoffin. Escoffion.
Escoffion.
So Max,
know.
so
I
Max,
don't know how to pronounce that.
this is not the queen. Yeah, this is not the queen.
This is not the queen. I don't know how the fuck to pronounce that. Anyway, and she seems to again have something covering her face. and she's wearing long sleeves and gloves, and just every part of where skin would be exposed is covered.
She said no free shows.
So, and she does walk in while Argyle is just like, Idris, as he tries to, yes, he doesn't try, but he gets inside.
His head.
Scaphion.
The inside is a lot bigger than the outside, so hopefully he can fit.
He can fit. He does fit. His head kind of brushes the ceiling, but he's great.
This has the same vibe whenever I'm at my grandparents' house, where my head is barely touching the ceiling fan.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, I know, I could just imagine he would just walk straight into the ceiling fan, just get like smacked across the face, like fucking.
He's like
That's what
Gandalf
happened
in The
with Creed.
Hobbit.
I will say, at hearing like the door open and everything, Zill would come out to come greet. Who she's gonna assume would be Lady Duvain and her brother.
And
Excuse me.
Argyle does end up speaking and greeting Zill in, void speech, abyssal.
Yeah, just like that, pretty much.
Pretty much.
You just called me a slur. What the fuck?
Bro, what the fuck?
Dude, not the hard R. What the fuck?
Bro,
Jesus
we talked
Christ.
about this.
And Lady Duvain just kind of like clasps her hand together and she looks around and says, "This seems to be a very lovely party that you have gathered together."
It's certainly something.
I was right. Do you happen to know possibly is where the other wraiths attachments, phylactery, if you would like to call it, would it be? Or are we working off of nothing?
Pretty much nothing. It just showed up and started messing with us.
Astral made a spell to track it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Because you just would have looked to Astral and go, I believe Astral tried figuring out where it was located, but I don't think we gotten far on it since we can't really leave the house since we don't know what it could do.
I created a spell to track its whereabouts and what path it has taken. Though the path appears to go into the forest, but I cannot see that far. So we'd have to follow it.
I'm gonna have Dimitri come in if you don't mind.
Okay.
Go for it.
And he's gonna say, "And can we even fight it? If it even tries to attack us, which I assume it will."
Idris would kind of speak up and go, well, iron seems to weaken them, from what I remembered learning about.
Yes.
Does anyone have any iron knuckles I can have then? Dimitri says in a joking tone.
No,
Fuck, I
but...
go into my artifact room, don't I?
Oh my god, I can just imagine fucking Idris has thoughts and prayers in there. Like the brass knuckles.
I mean, I wouldn't
mean,
mind. I wouldn't mind.
That's what I'd have to ask if he'd actually have. Because
Like,
I just know he has an artifact room. I don't really know what else is in it because we never spoke about it. But I assume there's definitely a lot of shit with iron on it in there.
I assume it'd be just up to a roll. Like Max, like would Idris have like any kind of like one? I guess not brass knuckles, iron knuckles
Roll
in
with the
his.
unread.
Ooh.
And Dimitri's like,
Roll it.
Dimitri's like, yeah, exactly. And Dimitri's like, oh. Then prepared to catch these fucking hands. Right?
Prepare to catch these hands.
Are you
You know, what? Oh, you want me to roll or you want Idris to roll?
I was
Idris
asking, are
can,
you rolling or is me?
Oh,
considering it's Idris's house.
yeah, I assumed Idris was gonna roll because it was his house. I'm like, what do you want me to roll? Oh, a
fuck me,
perfect
that's
50. Well, then again, like Max is always like he never says whether he likes high or low.
Max?
He just picks whatever he wants.
That's directly in the middle. That doesn't.
That's not gonna do
Damn,
anything.
Max.
Roll again. Roll again.
No.
I mean, it could just be iron, but they're not magical.
I mean, if it's a simple weapon, it will be magical because my unarmed strikes are magical.
Anyways, does a 50 get anything?
No. You have iron. You do not have iron knuckles.
Okay. Okay.
Max, Emily, I was just like, give me a few minutes. I'm going to see if I can find something that might be able to help us here. Max, I'm going to look through the library and I'm going to look for a very specific spell.
Are you looking for creation?
I am looking for creation because I do not have it.
Roll 1d100.
Oh boy, if I get a perfect 50, I'm gonna cry.
Oh boy, perfect 50.
My favorite.
98. Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm looking through like the old like quirky DM secret chat, and then the first pinned message I see is a quote of Max's and Isaac's DMs.
Ah, yes.
Sorry.
I mean, yes, Silver. You may. I'm confused by this spell.
So basically, you can make anything as long as it's within the size range. Like you can
And
be
as
pretty
long
much
as you-
anything you want.
Okay.
And
Okay. I
Um,
just.
you have the materials with you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just kind of read the thing and I was just like.
Like the thing that really gets me is it says vegetable.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I'm like can I just create vegetables? I'm like but it basically just means like malleable. Like it has to be a malleable material. Like you can bend it and move it.
Okay.
That's what it means by vegetable.
Okay.
So yeah, with the iron in his, and this is I thought this was a 7th level spell. It's only a 5th level spell. Holy shit. Okay, so
Well,
yeah,
it's
with
also
the
temporary, so
I think it lasts for a day. It says it.
mid-fight with the Wraith, Dimitri's iron knuckles suddenly disappears like, shit.
Here we go.
The duration depends on the object's material. So if it's metal, it should last 1 day. Okay. Or wait, no wait. It says it'll take 1 day to make it. Oh wait, no, fuck. No, it says duration, my bad. Okay. So yeah, with the iron in Idris's fucking, artifact room, Astral can create a set of he would need like, Dimitri's measurements on his hands, but he can create a set of iron knuckles for him.
Okay.
They won't be magical, but they'll just be regular iron knuckles.
Don't worry, I got this.
Ah, yes, the DM speak.
I mean, they may not even be needed, but who knows?
Regardless, I'm gonna throw hands with the Wraith.
Fair enough. Okay. So that's all Astral's gonna do. Like unless someone else needs him for anything. So.
Yeah.
Yes. That is all.
So, as you guys are kind of figuring this out and trying to figure this out, you hear the sound of a harsh landing.
Oh.
That's either
Like-
the Wraith or the
Like-
Queen.
You hear the sound of a harsh landing and the sound of clanking metal as like giant armor. And the sound of a very pissed off Drake hissing.
Oh.
And like
You just look outside. Like, kind of go up to the opened door to see what it is.
you see this standoff between the Wraith and a Drake that is covered in armor. Or more so, it seems like the armor is a part of the Drake. And there is a rider on atop this Drake.
Would I recognize this Drake?
No, because you've never actually seen it before.
Would I
But the
recognize
rider.
the person?
I mean, you recognize the symbol on their chest.
I assume it's Queen Theo's symbol.
Yeah, it's the Midnight Sun.
He is just going to kind of sit there and kind of look to Lady Juvain and kind of like motion his head towards where the Wraith and the Drake are having a standoff and go, that's the Wraith we were talking about having problems with.
I see.
And that's
And, like,
also
you see-
Queen Theo.
you see her kind of take a, like, you see Lady Duvain, she kind of like takes in this the state of this wraith for a moment, and she's just like, "That's okay. Well." And just as she's about to say something, you see this Drake kind of whip around, and its tail, like how iguanas whip people with their tail, its tail whips through this wraith and kind of like turns it to mist.
Yeah, the reef is dead.
Idris is just going to sit there and go, okay then. I don't think Zill mentioned it to either of you, but Queen Theophany also is here. As you can tell.
But she did mention it.
Yeah, she did mention Targle.
Okay. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know.
So they're
And-
fighting on the roof?
No, they're fighting on the ground in front
Right
of the
in front
barn.
of the barn.
Right in front of the
never
barn.
mind.
My ass barn.
Okay, regardless, Dimitri, then if they're out there, then he's looking out the window, seeing that, and then he's gonna look at the birds like, should we help, or is the wraith dealt with? I don't know.
The wraith is not dealt with, it is simply temporarily discouraged. My assumption would be that the armor of the Drake is either iron or silver. Or possibly minstrel.
Alright. Out of character, I realize I have a short sword that's probably made out of iron, so maybe. Anyway.
But are you guys gonna head out?
Sure.
I mean, Idris should probably step out to greet Queen Theo.
And
Let's do it.
Theophany, she's kind of climbing off of this drake, and it's just like, wow, you weren't kidding about that. I don't know why she got a southern accent.
She now has a southern accent, guys.
No, she's from the north.
She's from the north but has a southern
Howdy, y'all.
accent.
My name is Queen Theo. So,
Fuck off.
But Idris
I
would
reckon
nod
it's nice
and
to meet you.
but Idris would nod his head and just go, yes. It's a situation that's currently transpiring. It's good to see that you made your way here, though.
Yes, and like she kind of looks over to her Drake. Phantom decided to go a little faster than normal.
That's a lovely Drake you have.
This Phantom, this Drake, it looks at you. Dimitri. And it has little like engines on the side of its neck. Or what looks to be engines. It's not exactly like it's just kind of little hot spots. And those seem to flare.
He seemed weirder in his sister's lab.
So,
Yeah, he seems lovely. Or
It's
her,
little
So I'm like, so she's inside now, right?
No, you guys are all
We're
outside.
Oh, we're just outside watching,
If people
watching this
followed-
happen.
If people followed Idris and Dimitri, they're also outside.
Well, yeah, Astral has the spell, so he kind of has to be outside. So,
Actually, wait.
um,
Out of character Max, could I just use mold earth to shape the metal, or would that I have to make a check for that?
I mean, possibly.
you can become a metal bender.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, Astral is also going to go outside. And Astral's just watching this dragon, just kind of like, well, Drake. This Drake just kind of like.
The layer I did
Like,
is
is the Drake still kind of like snapping at the wraith, or is it gone for now?
The wraith is gone. The Drake has found itself a building and is currently clinging to the side of it.
I see. And Astral's just like, perhaps we should try and find where the wraith came from now. That seems like a good idea.
Also,
It would be
Adrian.
our best option while it's gone.
Yes.
Also,
Sorry.
anyways, I would just go. Idris, so you have that metal. I haven't tried to mold metal in a while since I was here, but I could try and morph it into at least something I could use to hit the wraith with.
Idris is going
Didn't
to look.
Didn't I already make you a pair of brass knuckles, or do we retcon that?
No, you didn't even say you got his measurements. You just said you went and got the spell.
I said
Yeah.
I made them. I just assumed that Dimitri gave the measurements. I didn't think we'd have
well, I
to
didn't hear
roleplay the
that.
whole thing.
Then if he already has them,
I
then
mean, I'd be like, we can go ahead and do this because it seems like you really want to try it. So, we'll go ahead and do this. But I just have the spell creation now. We'll just say I have the spell now. So,
yeah, I
Go
just
ahead.
was misunderstood. So that's my NUE.
Tristan, fuck you. I found one of your fucking hairs on an outfit you had never fucking seen me in.
Oh, Max
Here's-
still finds my brown hair from when we were 15.
like, I thought you said Tristan. I'm like, when the fuck did Tristan get here?
No.
Why
Anyway.
is he on your shirt?
Idris
Wait a
would
minute.
look to Dimitri and he'd go, I should have some iron in the artifact room. It's just inside upstairs by the library.
All right. Is it like easy to find, or is it like anywhere specific I should look?
Fine.
All right. I'll just get what I
Like,
need.
Idris is just like, to Idris, he'd say it's fine. It's more than likely all of the iron is gathered in a bucket in the corner of the room. So it's there. You
So
just have
Max,
to walk past a couple artifacts.
So, Max, when I get there and open the door, what do I see?
Well,
Oh
you see
boy.
a lot of things.
Max unrolls a list.
Like, there's nothing you in particular recognize predominantly. So, I mean, you're kind of wandering through looking for this iron. I mean, there is like something, there's like a couple things that catch your eye because you're just like, oh, that's from Dova. I recognize that from this. There's a couple things you're just like, why are you here? Like
Yeah.
maybe a couple of maybe like something of your father's or of that sort.
Why is my sis? Why that's from my sister's lap? Why is that Jane? No, never mind. Not my business. And it doesn't bother
He
me.
somehow has Misery's dildo sword.
Fuck you, Aegis would never have that. Aegis is way too respectable. He would not put himself that low. He actually has standards, unlike Misery.
That's a halberd from Mother's collection. That's a dagger from Misery. That's a weird painting that Misery found. Huh, weird that ended up here. Anyways, does
Hey kid, want to see a dead body? The painting.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Anyways, does Dimitri eventually find the bucket?
Yes, he does.
He's just gonna grab like a piece of ore or whatever, and what do you have to roll for the shape earth? Or mold earth or whatever? Or Arcana check?
Arcana.
Would you say it would be wisdom based because he's a monk?
Sure.
Hooray.
Okay,
Thank
Because
you,
I don't-
Super, because
yeah.
I only have +2 in Arcana.
I know that monks don't typically. The monks usually aren't very smart. Their intelligence is usually pretty low. Intelligence is usually a dumb stat for monks.
Mine was strength, and my strength is a 10. That's a 15.
Yes.
$15. I mean, you get it. You need to work at it a little bit more. They're a bit sloppy, kind of like when you give a 2-year-old a second grader some clay in art class.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic. Yeah, like the Poke2 thing made a wild iron bundle appear.
Wild
Yes.
iron bundle fled.
And anyways, you guys would see Dimitri walking out with like a pair of what kind of looks like. Go ahead.
Poorly misshapen iron knuckles.
And he's just kind of easily like molding it like it's clay. Like these will do. Also, I'm pretty sure I saw some stuff from Dova. Nice collection you have over there, by the way. And he's telling Idris this, by the way. If Eli didn't hear me.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
He said, you have a nice collection. I noticed you have some things from Dova there.
Idris is just going to look at him and nod his head and go, I tend to collect quite a few things I stumble upon. So.
Yeah. It's a nice collection.
It's an artifact room, so it kind
It's
of
Levi.
has
Levi's
anything
back.
and everything.
Okay, so now that that is done, Astral is going to use he's going to use the spell again to to look at the path once again, the path that he found before. And now that we're outside. And like he sees, like kind of like wrapped around the barn a few times, goes around a shit ton of trees. So
He's like a
Astro just
dog.
says,
He's like the dog. He's like the horse from Tangled. If you know what I'm talking about.
he's like,
It's
he starts sniffing the ground. And Astro's like, I see the path. It is very crooked and windy, but it does go deeper into the forest. Are we ready to move out?
me too. Eventually, like it's it. The knuckles figured out. And he's like, yeah, I am.
And like
You
Lady
guys would
Duvain, she's kind of like coming out, and I will just say she floats. You feel like you've ever seen those people who have like Heelys under their dresses? That's what she does.
Oh my fucking god, I want to be so bad.
I guess she's hip with the kids.
That's up.
Up top. Thank you, Trey.
But she would say, I could also help locate this other race if you need it.
Idris would probably end up nodding his head and go, "It would be very much appreciated, Lady Duvain."
For now, I believe I have the path, but I cannot locate the wraith itself. If you could keep an eye on its whereabouts while I find the path, that would be helpful.
And she nods, and she looks around and just kind of, and she has like her hands steepled as she stands there and is staying alert.
Very well. Let us move on. And like Astro is going to. Oh, what's up?
I was just gonna let Max know I'm gonna be in Earth stance before like we go into initiative or whatever. We'll eventually up in initiative.
Okay.
Okay, so Astral is going to lead the charge into the forest. Do since I can like physically see the path like a magical path, do I need to roll any survival checks to navigate this forest or no?
No, you don't.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, Astral's just he's not gonna like follow around. He's not gonna like circle around every tree. Like he's not gonna like follow the path exactly, but he's just gonna kind of follow it as it's heading deeper into the forest. Because you said the wraith like went around like 30 trees like 4 times, so like it was a weird path. So that's what he's gonna do.
It's a bot trying to figure out the layout.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're hunting the wraith now. Trying to find its little phylactery.
So, Max, can I tell where the path ends? Like, not like a specific location, but can I tell how, like, distance-wise, like how, like mileage, I guess, like how long it is?
No, you cannot. What level are you guys?
We are 14.
14. Fuck. I keep thinking we're in Cameron's goddamn campaign. God damn it, Cameron.
That's not my fault.
No, it's entirely your fault. How dare you?
Wooga.
Unga bunga.
Okay, please roll a nature check to follow.
You want me to roll a nature check?
Please roll a nature check.
Is this to determine the length of the path, or?
Just roll a nature check.
Let me pull that up real quick. Oh. I didn't know nature was intelligence-based. Awesome.
Whoa.
33.
You're a smart little cookie. So... Carrie, excuse me. So you continue on your journeying path into the woods.
Into the woods.
Ooh, that's a musical. I should add to my musical playlist. Anyway, So you're continuing onto the path into the woods, these dark and decrepit woods that seem a bit more twisted now that you're getting into them. And you are able to narrow out where a straighter path, so you aren't basically circling a bunch of trees.
Mm-hmm.
So you are able to narrow out a straighter path as you are walking, and I mean, it's only a few minutes. So far, you're pretty deep into the woods and see nothing.
It's
Can I roll
probably
a
too far.
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
It's a +4. I really need to get proficiency in this, but I would do that later.
I cannot tell how close we are, but I can only assume it's going to be a rather long path.
$22, my dude.
You do not notice anything out of the ordinary, and you even hear the sounds of a rushing river nearby.
Anything with my tremor sense?
No, but you feel the vibrations from this river. It must be a very large river.
Demetrius is not going to point it out because it's like pointing at the fucking obvious.
Yeah.
So he's not going to really say much about that then.
Excuse me.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep going then. We're just gonna keep trudging along.
So, your first stop. Everyone needs to roll a perception check.
Oh my, okay. Let's do it.
Would I be able to use my sniffer to give me advantage?
Yes, you may.
It's super.
You smell
Ooh,
thin.
29,
Like a
nice.
baka.
It's just a smelly smell. Is it check? Yes.
Yes, a check. Perception
Yeah,
check.
check.
Okay.
Can you imagine if you could do a perception save, like to keep yourself from being blinded? Oh my god.
I have
Oh,
26.
nice. 26.
Damn, son.
Do I see the chicken?
Sorry, give me a moment. I was trying to figure out where to put something.
Okay.
Zilla's also rolling. Okay, 18.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
sorry, I just
pretty much
realized I didn't unmute and say that.
pretty much all of you get this. As you guys are wandering these woods, it's becoming more woody and more brush filled. There's not really much of a path the one you're walking besides like a little deer trail,
Woody.
a game trail.
Oh,
And as you were wandering, as you were following Astral, you hear this rushing river get closer, and all of you are overwhelmed by the smell of blood.
Oh
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh god. So like I'm guessing so it's just it just smells like iron, like just straight iron. God.
Someone was murdered in the water.
Or it's a river of blood, Cameron.
That's
Where is the smoke coming from?
It seems
Like,
to
I know
be. It seems to be continuing. Like it seems to be getting stronger as you get closer to the river.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So we're approaching the river, right, guys?
I mean, if the path is still going that way, Astral's gonna keep following it.
Yeah. Let's go.
And you come to this river. And this river is so overgrown in a sense. Idris, you knew where this river was. However, its shoreline is typically, you would be able to. It's basically gone so far that it's starting to take out trees, and it's about 50 feet of away from its original shoreline. This river has completely flooded and is taking out almost everything that was within that little 50 feet of that it's kind of overflown.
I mean, considering Zil also would know this area, he would end up looking to her and kind of like have this more of a concerned look, and he'd kind of speak up to the rest of the party and just go, "Be careful. The shoreline was supposed to be 50 feet farther back. It's
Farther
flooded.
forward.
Farther forward. I can't speak."
We were supposed to be drowning right now. So
Max,
and
how
I
deep does this river look?
You can't tell because the water is so aerated from how it's rushing. It's basically rapids.
I'm tempted to go in.
If you will sink. You cannot swim in aerated water.
Oh.
You die in aerated water. Like, the second you go into aerated water, like, Cameron, have you ever seen, like, how rapids work or whatnot?
No.
Or, like, how kayakers will try to do competitions with rapids? If you get stuck under this water, you will be drug under and you cannot get up for air. Like, you are going to be forced with this current and you are going to be drugged down under the water and you will not be able to come up.
Yes.
Like,
anyway,
I'll find a video over it, send it to Nomike while we talk.
So this water is rushing at an unnatural pace for how big this river is and for its location.
Can I try to, like I'm gonna go into a stance of water, and I'm gonna try not like the whole river, but I'm gonna see if I can at least move a little bit of the water in it and see if that changes anything with shape water. Just as a low test.
It does not obey. It feels like something is fighting you.
Yeah, that's not right. But that's obvious.
Do I have that spell?
I mean, you guys can roll an Arcana check.
I would like to roll an Arcana check to determine why.
Can I have advantage because I know elemental shit?
This is not elemental.
Fair enough.
Is the water red or is it blue?
It is normal water. It's white because it's aerated,
Like
but
a
it's
foamy
normal,
white.
Yeah. But the blood smell is coming from the river.
Let
me add that real quick. Okay, so that is a 40 for me.
It's worth me, dog.
Okay, Zil and Silver or Astral, you get this immediately. You can immediately sense that a spell has been casted here.
Can I determine what spell?
Forbiddance.
Oh shit! Oh no, that's a cleric spell. Fuck. Oh my goodness.
And it seems to run like a wall right along this river.
Yeah, so someone did this to make sure we can't go any further.
Question. Actually, no. Dimitri's gonna say, I'm gonna attempt to fly over it.
That's just like, do not do that. Don't.
Magic shit?
Yes, very magical.
Every time.
I just want to double check because there's a bunch of different, basically magical walls. If Alien were to pick up a rock and throw it at it, would it show it hitting something for the rest of the party? Okay,
Nope.
Never mind then. I know it's like every magical wall's different in that aspect, so I didn't want to ask.
So, Max, I have a question. So the spell specifies types of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know what types of creatures are forbidden from entering this place?
Well, as you can kind of sense that it's been wired to be against a few different kinds of creatures.
Okay.
Different kinds of creatures. You're not entirely sure. You can't entirely specify which ones, though.
Can
Okay.
I do another Arcana check trying to check for specific creatures? Like specific,
Sure.
like for example, or just like in general, or do I have to
we
say
got-
which creatures I'm checking
We
for?
got humanoid, celestial, and fiend right in this part, and maybe undead. Actually, yes, undead.
I'd like to say this is it's countering against very specific. It's been modified so it can basically counter against very specific.
Like one of them is literally pony.
Also, Zil, you don't know anyone else's, but you know that it's warded against you. It's warded against void creatures.
Well, void creatures or celestials?
Wood creatures.
Okay, that's very specific.
Yeah, it's racist.
Because like celestials is a bit more broad. Specifically, void creatures. There's not a lot of us.
Okay,
That's
this is a joke.
well-
This is a joke, by the way. But I nominate we throw Finn over. Let's see if it's warded against Finn. I'm kidding.
So Astro just says,
Elia-
well. Oh, go ahead. You can go first.
Alia.
Oh,
Yeah, like I.
sorry. Oh my god. Zil. Sorry. Zil, after like checking, she would just kind of sigh, and she would more so say this towards Astral because obviously the other spellcaster knows what this is, and she'll turn to the group, but kind of more at Astral and go, well, it's specifically warded against void creatures, so that's.
It is warded against void creatures and other ones. I can only assume it is warded against us specifically.
Yes. Most
Our
likely.
character really to pull a bird and try to see if I can bang off this like a window.
So
Find a squirrel.
Astro just says, Max, please, since I'm just asking, since I got such a high roll, do I know who casted this spell?
It was Jerry.
No. It's a very unfamiliar feeling, but it's not a pleasant one.
Is it the same feeling I got when I was near the Wraith?
A little bit. Maybe a bit more sentience attached to it, but
You, bro.
So, Max, shit. Because of how the spell works, Astro's gonna turn to the group and say, as we all, to put a name to it, there is a spell called Forbiddance that has been casted in this particular area. There is a caveat, though. When the spell is cast, you choose a password. And if somebody were to speak that password, they could pass through unharmed. But we do not know who casted it, or what their password is. But I have an idea. Okay, Max. I'm going to try something. Astral's going to walk up to, the edge of the forbidden spell. And so if Astral were to touch the edge, is it actually just preventing him from walking through? Is it kind of like a wall of force, or is it more of he can go through, but he'll take the damage?
would you like to test it?
Okay, I'm gonna I want to.
Out of
I want
character,
to
if we're gonna
speak.
test it, I was gonna. Oh, well, if you're not gonna
I
test it,
I
never
was
mind.
also
But
gonna ask if I can test it.
Astral.
I was gonna volunteer Zil because of the damage type. But continue if we're not testing it physically.
Astral. Well, he is going to test it physically. But Astral, I sincerely hope this works. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be like, oh God, what do we
Your
do?
arm comes off.
I am going to say the word salvation before trying to step through.
I swear, fucking God, if it is.
Nah, I've been sitting here thinking about everything that fucking Wraith said to us.
Astral.
Yes.
As you approach the river and you step foot within range, you feel the sharp pain of what feels like the sun burning through your veins as you take 32 radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm guessing that didn't work. That wasn't the password. Oh no. And I was just gonna take a step back and go. Obviously, that was not correct.
I can heal you if you need.
I'm a doctor.
Ash was just gonna look up to Dimitri and just say, "I would prefer that you do not touch me."
I didn't say I have to, but all right. Oh, actually, no, out of character. Yes, I do. Never mind. It's like, all right.
And
Also,
Ash was just gonna say, so that was.
Trey,
Go ahead.
something.
Oh, were you gonna say something, Trey? Go for it.
I can heal you if you want. I don't have to touch you to do it.
Astro just says, I do not need any healing, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Because that just chipped away at Astral's temporary HP.
Okay.
Astro just says, so... This is about... Max, how wide is this river?
So this river.
As wide as my ass.
So normally, it's probably about 15 feet across. Right now, it's about 115 feet.
Oh, 15 would be what it normally would be?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can get farther than that.
Astro just says...
That's out of character.
So it is also warded against my kind. That is not... That confirms whoever put this up specifically targeted us.
Max, you know what? Because I want to slowly put my hand there and see if it also hates me too. It probably does, but just probably want to.
You are a fiend, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a weakness to radiant damage?
Nope.
Okay, making sure. You take 24
Whoops.
radiant damage.
It's like it's burning. It's like, I see.
Hmm.
Can I touch the pool too?
I would not recommend you touch it.
Oh, it really hurts, by the way.
Okay.
And I cannot teleport us to the other side. The spell specifically prevents teleportation. And it can also prevent planar travel. So, the only way to get through would be to go through the barrier.
And you need a boat.
Well, would the barrier prevent magic?
Yes.
Okay. This is a really powerful forbidden spell.
By the way, Max, I'm just going to heal myself with my thing. Give me one.
So this is, we are going to need a craft of some kind.
Man, if only my barn wasn't burnt to the fucking ground.
And rowboats move 15 feet
That's out of character.
per 6 seconds per turn.
Max, quick question. What does my shadow travel count as?
Teleportation.
Teleportation?
Mhm.
Does this wall prevent magical abilities? I think it technically a magical ability.
The spell typically does not prevent magic, but this one would. Like Max said, this one does
Well,
prevent magic.
Magic in general or magic spells?
I think
In magic. In
just
general.
magic, just straight up magic.
I have to double check because D&D does differ between like magical abilities and magical spells, so I had to double check. But okay.
This is, given some time, I can create a boat for us, but we would not be able to move very fast.
There's a boat over there. And like you see Lady Duvin can like push or point over to where there is a boat that is propped up.
How
So I do have a
convenient.
boat. Is it my boat?
Probably.
Damn, I didn't even know I had a boat.
Astro just like, that is very convenient.
You're just gonna look over it and kind of like realize and be like, oh, I forgot I had that. It's been a while.
Unfortunately, I will not be much help.
It will be fine.
My first thought was for the reason Idris has a boat is he tried to take soap on fishing trips.
You did. Remember the whole thing of how Sopez, for some reason, somehow got fell into another puddle or like fell in a river with him and Zill? That
Yep.
was from one of the fishing trips.
Thanks.
How many people can be taken in this rowboat?
So someone I think how many people are there at the moment. Which there is. Let me see Discord. Why is Discord all the way over here?
Don't let this be like the puzzle with the chicken, the seeds, and the fox. Don't let this puzzle.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you will have to take 2 trips.
Okay. Idris is going to speak up and go, considering this will take 2 trips, I'll be sure to guide the boat back and forth. It's not the first time I've been on waters like this, so I have experience with guiding rowboats.
Oh boy.
I guess I volunteer to go on the first trip.
I'm gonna make sure this is feasible.
I'm fine
is
going
also-
on the second trip, so someone can take my place.
Zill is gonna also volunteer for the first.
Of course she would.
I will. I first.
I like first.
So that'll be 4 people who go, because Idris is just going to stay on completely. And we have to make 2 trips, so it'd probably be this group, and then Idris would come back for the next group. Unless we can fit one more, Max.
I have to ask.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my.
Are you absolutely sure that you want to be the farrier on both trips?
Let me look at my hit points.
Because that would be damage going across the river. You would take damage going back across the river, and you would take damage 3 times of a total of 3 times of 35 d10.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm kind of happy because I'm the only one who knows how to drive a boat on this water.
Okay,
No,
Eli, I'm just throwing it out there. Rowboats are not that hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
like,
but on this
like,
type of water, you guys don't
Yeah.
realize the water situation.
Yes, we do.
That-
We can plainly see
we,
the video right there.
we can very clearly see that the water is fucked. Like, it's just like,
Anyway, like I was
Yeah.
saying, Zill can be the farrier on the first one because she does know how to like do a ship, like the basics, but she does know. She's been around for a minute.
I have
Also, she's been with Idris
170
for a minute.
I have
Dimitri,
170 HP. I could heal myself after the first trip.
Dimitri says I could, if needed, I could literally just fly myself quickly over to save space.
I mean, with Dimitri doing that, you might be able to shove all the people on the boat. It would just be a little bit harder to maneuver the boat.
Can I just have Zill fly over then?
Yeah.
Be also easier. Yeah, I'll just have Zill fly over. Because like,
Because like,
God.
wait, so like, wait. Oh wait, it's only 30 feet tall, isn't it?
not
that
unless
depends.
it's modified.
So, basically, from what you can tell, normally this would cover 40,000 square feet and go up all the way to 30 feet. However, it seems that that has been squished down, so you're not entirely sure how tall it is.
you know what? Actually, Dimitri's like, do we know how tall it is?
Well, from what I can tell, to help amplify the effect, they were forced to squish down the height of the
Squish
spell.
sideways? Squish sideways? It's more of they took the 40,000 feet and squished, and now it went up.
Oh, so it's
no,
probably because 80,000 feet up.
no. I'm tempted to have Dimitri check. Dimitri's like, I can check if needed, and if I find a cap, I could just fly over that.
I could also
can
fly over,
also
but
check if necessary.
I just fly through.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Dimitri's like,
I don't
Actually,
think you'll
are we
be
ver-
able to.
also,
I
are we
don't
verging
think Dimitri
daylight?
should swim in this water.
I'm not. I have wings.
he's
I can
flying.
fly.
He's not
Flying.
swimming.
He's fine. I heard him say swim.
No,
I'm
like
so
since you told, regardless of him having a swimming speed or not, I would probably have to make a strength checks. I have +0 strength. I'm flying this bitch.
Bro, I could just imagine like Dimitri just jumps into the water and he's
Like, help me. Starts
Actually, he can
drowning.
breathe under. Actually, he can breathe underwater. The worst that's gonna happen is him being fucking hit by every single rock.
That, and he's just gonna
swim.
get dragged.
Yeah. He's like,
and then he's gonna continuously take radiant damage.
yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just have Zill say fuck it, and she's just gonna pull out her wings and fly over.
Dimitri's also just gonna fly over. I'm gonna switch.
Iris is just going to sigh and prepare the boat and kind of look to everyone. Considering with them both flying and fit everybody in the boat, so he's gonna be like, "Come on, we only got one shot of this for now."
Also, Trey, reminder, you're an Asimar, so you have resistance against radiant damage.
Yes, and I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Everyone, yes.
Oh no!
A Constitution
Oh
saving
no!
throw.
Oh
I love being able to add a
bro.
+13 to a saving
Wait, hang
throw.
on. Wait, no. Is it just for Astral? Or.
Everyone.
Oh, okay.
It's just so, like, because you're flying through it, you're trying to, like, you know.
Fuck.
Good thing I'm proficient in
armor.
those
I'm gonna use my
saving
armor.
throws.
23. Ooh. Oh. I only have
Ooh,
two more charges.
ooh.
I have 2 more charges, but I'm gonna use one. This is probably worth it.
Ooh.
Okay, so 28 for me. I only have
You know
one more
what?
charge in that. Okay.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration.
That's it's not a 10.
Listen, brother, I don't want to fall into the rapids and then suddenly I'm gone. I bash my head against the boat as I'm on my way down.
Karen, do you remember that one thing we were doing, that one mission we were doing in Destiny in the Cabal ship? And you went into the grav lift,
Oh god.
and you just went, what? That is exactly what would happen to Dimitri if he fell.
Like, don't worry.
Anyway,
I would never forget that moment. I'm like, okay,
Zill,
he's
you
gonna be wrong.
pass. Silver, you pass.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll the other two.
I'm guessing I passed then.
Theo Tiffany is just going to pass that because she is a bad bitch.
Yes.
I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'm not gonna finish that song.
And the rate paths. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone. No, not everyone passed. Only 2 people.
I don't pass.
Yeah. So
I definitely don't with my 7.
I mean, those who do take full damage, you kind of just like. I'd like to remind people, or Dimitri, you did not pass. Anyway, so you kind of like lose focus for a couple seconds, but you are able to kind of withstand the pain and get through to the other side. That is
Do I
172 damage.
Oh.
You do not pass.
Oh.
That is an 11.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
Dimitri just gets over and then so we just see him just hit the ground.
Like you just see like Dimitri go. So on the fucking other side of the river.
Kidding me.
Just-
I got to the other side of the river, but I got fucking knocked. Like, the
Like-
second we hit the boat, I'm fucking knocked. I'm, like, down.
So
Remember,
So that's how much.
By 2 fucking points.
Right.
I
So,
have
Trey-
170
Okay.
HP.
So Trey, since you're an Asimar, you take half of that damage.
yes. So let me divide that by 2 real quick.
don't worry, Max, got you.
It would be like
86.
80, yeah, 86. It'd be S said it's
Oh
gonna
my
be 80
God.
something.
That's all. That's
Dude,
all right.
I honestly, Idris, the only reason I was able to to not go down is because of my temporary HP. I have
Yeah.
22 HP. I have
Yeah,
22
and if you,
HP.
I would like to say, if you did pass, you only took 86 damage.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna fix that real quick.
And I did not pass.
What if you passed and you're resistant? Is it only half once, or do I have it
Yes.
twice?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you would have it twice.
Yeah, you would have it twice for passing,
Okay.
then you would have it twice for resistance. Or half it again.
Anyway.
Order it, I guess.
So-
Yes, that's why I was double checking.
So you guys, all of you make it to the other side, and like, as you guys are kind of like leaving this wall of forbiddance, it drains you, a couple of you completely, and you fall onto the safety of the shore, and you're gone. You're out. You're conked. You're tired.
Dimitri is used to this. Sleeping in ditches.
So I can imagine. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just really wanted to say the comparative. So Zill and Dimitri flew over together. Dimitri passes out. Zill only lost 5 HP after her 10 HP. Zill's at 191 right now.
I'd also like to say that it looks like Lady Duvain was completely unaffected.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
just-
know what's wrong with you guys.
So, like, I can imagine those of us that actually took damage were kind of smoking, just like, it was just like,
Oh, yeah,
like the sun was like,
Some of
Dimitri's
you kind of
clothes.
have like burns from where it hit you. Like
Go ahead.
the people who failed, they kind of have some minor second-degree burns.
so Astral is gonna
Dimitri's
kind of
clothes are
like,
slightly burning.
Astral's gonna kind of like limp his way over to Idris and be like, okay, hang on, I got this. And he's gonna cast temporal reversion on Idris.
And what does that do?
It's a healing spell. You get 28 HP back.
From where Zill and Dimitri landed, Zill's gonna turn and look to the rest of the group and just kind of yell over and go, "Guys, I don't have any healing spells." And
And
just
this
looks
guy's-
down at a passed out Dimitri.
Like Astral's just gonna look to Finn and say, Finn, you can take care of this one.
And immediately goes over and heals him with the hands of leanness.
Lay
How
on
many-
hands.
How many do you put into him?
How many do I have again?
So it should be half your paladin level, No, like
And
no.
plus-
Your paladin like half your paladin level times 5. I can't remember what it was.
Okay, let's look.
I think it's your paladin level times 5. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So whatever your level is right now times 5, and that's the pool of HP you have to give.
And you can put
6.
as many as. All right, you can put as many as you want.
Wait, Trey, you're level 14.
I'm level
No.
12.
Because in my campaign, you guys are 12.
But when we switch over, we level the people up that are down.
That's only when there's a drastic change.
Yeah.
Like if it's basically the same level,
Fair
we
enough.
have it.
And like we decided if they're like a couple levels below, that's fine.
Nah, the
Okay.
only reason because we did that with me because it was a like 10 level difference pretty much. It was like a 7 to 10 level difference. That's why we did that with me. But yeah.
Fair enough. So you should 60 HP, so you can give him however much you want.
I'll
Give me
give him half. He
30.
deserves half.
Okay.
There you go, Idris. Time to get up.
No, it's Dimitri, not
You're
Idris.
doing Dimitri. You just already got up.
This reminds me of the time I climbed Mount Celestial. I'm like, oh, that hurt. I'm good. Thanks. I'm good. And he just gets up.
I'd like to say Idris would kind of like look rough, and as he's getting up, he kind of like seems like he realizes something, but he doesn't really say anything.
Oh,
Ash was
hey,
like,
my shirt's on fire. Huh. And just,
very well. And Ash was gonna be like, he's gonna kind of like shake off like the burns. He's like, ooh, that was unpleasant.
and I'm going to heal myself again. Sorry, go ahead.
Now Astral is going to find the path again, and like then he's gonna start following it again.
I'm going to spend resources in healing myself. Just so you know, Max.
Okay.
All right. So am I able to find it easily?
The path? Yes.
Okay.
It looks like it is hidden as another game trail. However, this game trail kind of tapers off, and you're suddenly greeted with a path that has stepping stones on it, as if it would lead to maybe a statue or a shrine at some point.
Okay. Ash was just like, I have found the path again. Come on, we must continue on. Ash was gonna make his way over to Idris, and he's like, Idris, you might want to take these. And he's gonna hand Idris 2 supreme healing potions.
Idris is going to only take one and just go, I'll be fine. He kind of like taps his chest, and like, it's funny because I just DM'd Max about it, but he was using lay on hands on himself. So he
Okay.
kind of just like gently pat like his chest and only take one.
And Ash was gonna take the other one. Because Ash was at like 90 HP, but that's terrible for a wizard. Like that's not a good sign. So it was 10d4 plus.
I am
10d4
burning
plus
through
20.
so
That's what
many.
it was.
I'm burning through so many key points.
47
So-
HP. Okay. 10d4 plus
It was-
20. That's the supreme.
Okay, thank you. Because I guess I'll use it as well.
It is 130. Okay. Awesome.
38 more health. Thank you, Silver.
Yep. And Ashel's gonna start following the path again.
Okay.
There's so many key
Would anyone like to roll a perception check?
Sure, I will.
I'm gonna roll perception check.
Yes.
I think we're all. I
and
think
plus,
we're all over perception at this point.
I wanted to ask, would Sniffer give advantage or no?
Oh. Astral is
Sniffer would not give advantage.
Astral is way too focused on his pain right now. Holy shit.
I realized a little bit my hair's on fire. I'm like,
Idris is too focused that he's mortal now.
Shot in the dark, but as one of the other people who didn't actually take that much damage, and is in little to no pain, can I have an advantage for just being better than everyone else?
No.
So Finn got,
I knew
Finn
it was
got an
gonna work,
18.
but you know.
So, yeah, so
I
Finn
mean, it
got
was
an 18.
funny.
Let me get the highest. So,
Okay, so
What
now
is-
I need to.
It was funny, Kirsten, and I respect that.
hey, at least you know you tried.
Listen, it doesn't hurt to ask. Because you never know, one day the DM's gonna be like, you know what? Sure.
Why
I'm
not?
feeling nice today. Like, it happens. So it doesn't hurt to ask.
Max is not feeling nice today, guys. Something is gonna happen.
My dice were feeling fucking nice last night, Max. I'm still mad about that.
She was so ready
Okay.
for the
By the
TV
way,
show.
for those who see this, check out Lieutenant Fluffy on YouTube.
Shut the fuck up,
No.
Cameron.
Where else?
The
You won't get
Celestial
confused.
War.
Yes, my sessions are massively inferior to Max's, but check it out anyway.
So inferior?
Yes.
How
No.
fucking dare you?
Exactly.
If anybody's are inferior, they're mine and Trey.
Oh yay! Don't do that.
He is inferior. That's
Well,
actually
well, like-
mine.
Oh
well,
my
well,
god, both of you.
Well, they
all of you.
don't have context because
If any
you
of
guys
them
don't
are
record your
inferior,
sessions.
It's actually mine. Mine are so
Yeah.
inferior they're non-existent.
Yours is non-existent right
Okay.
now.
Those
Anyway.
who have
have no
campaigns,
rights.
they're good in their own way. Anyway,
Self-deprecation aside,
So as you guys are walking, I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw as you kind of hear, as
Oh.
last minute, you kind of hear, Theodophany go, "Hey, watch out!"
Son of a bitch. Can we get advantage because she warned us?
It was last minute, so no.
Oh, fuck.
I'm probably
Five.
going,
My dice hate me today.
I'm
I got
probably gonna
26.
jinx myself, but oh no, me and my plus 14 dexterity save.
Natural one.
Oh, woe is me, probably. Never mind, that's a 30.
Oh, Zill.
30.
Wait, could I possibly have an advantage because I still have my wings out? And I use them to try and help me.
Sure.
Fuck it. Could I reaction Misty step backwards
It's better than an 8.
when I hear Theodophany? Like, can I reaction Misty step backwards so I can get out of whatever is happening?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I'm safe.
So
You know what? I'm also going to reaction Misty Step out of the way because I'm a wizard.
Before you do that, because
Oh,
you
man.
passed.
Oh,
I think.
okay, never
You
mind.
passed. So before you do that, so Finn, you fail. Both Dimitri and Silver pass.
Yay.
Zill, you fail, and you failed by 1, by the way.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Basically, Silver, Astral, you're just barely able to catch yourself as you feel the ground slip beneath your hooves, and Zill and Idris, you were almost falling, and Finn, you're also now falling, but Idris, you were mid-falling down the slippery ravine slope, but you teleported yourself backwards.
Can I
Question.
quickly whip around and Misty Step Finn out of the trap?
It's not a trap. It is literally just a ravine, a small ravine that goes into a stream that's a bit slippery.
Oh, okay.
You
I
guys slipped
thought,
on some reeds.
oh.
Leaves.
I thought it was just a trap. Okay.
Nope.
So
But-
so Finn didn't
Max
actually take any
literally
damage,
pulled
or wait, did you pull a fucking soaps on as you tripped into a puddle?
Nah, all of you. So those who fell, Finn and Zill,
You
you
do
did
that
fall
to Finn.
into a puddle, or not a puddle, a stream, a small
puddle.
little creek that's running by.
It's very cold.
But
Yes.
yes, Finn.
What were you saying, Finn? Were you saying something?
Trey, we can hear you, by the way, but what were you
Can you
saying?
hear us, Trey?
I think He was screaming to be like Finn was screaming. Anyway.
Ben, you're good. It's just a creek. You slipped on a leaf.
Leaves are quite slippery this time of year.
I think we all did.
Yeah, you alright, old man?
You're just gonna look back, like, because I assume this is Theo, right?
Yeah, like she even does the whole like pats his back.
He would do like a mocking bow and be like, "Why, of course, Queen Theophany. I'm perfectly fine."
Make a strength saving throw.
It'd be funny if she had a cane waiting for him to become mortal all this time so she can give it to him.
Make a strength saving throw.
Fuck, that's a 6.
It's a 6.
She pushes you into the ravine.
Who knows what happens when you tell her queen?
Dimitri offers a hand for him.
Stream. Like, he took, like, I assume that it's a little bit muddy too, and like his beautiful whitish gray fur is now coated with a little bit of mud, and you just huff and look up at Queen Theo.
I will say, Zill would have like just stood up and like she's like still standing in the street, but she's like, you know, no longer on the ground. And literally as she gets up, she just sees Idris fall right beside her, splash her a little bit, and you guys just hear the quietest little snort laugh from her before she immediately turns away and just kind of like smirks at Theo before getting out of the stream.
Hey,
Theo would offer Zill a hand to get up.
She would take it.
I don't even look at like Zill and go, seriously?
Honestly, you should know better by now. You've
Well, you
known
do
her
kind
for a
of
while.
Well, you do kind of smell like wet dog now.
So, actually, I've been trying to ask something.
Oh, what's that?
Can I just use shape water to like pull the mud or and water off of Idris?
Sure.
Yes, Dimitri just like moves his hand as all the water just like splashes off into like some brush or whatever off of Idris.
I can imagine he forms into a ball and throws it at Zill. He's like,
first of all, he doesn't know Zill well enough to do that. If Nihilus was able to do that, he would do that, but no.
Idris would stand up and like huff, and he would thank Dimitri, but then look back to Theo and Zill and go, "Yes, she's the one who called me old."
Idris, you are old. We are both very old.
Both of us are very old.
Old by how much? If you don't mind me asking.
I just realized out of character. Idris is the fucking baby.
Of the old people he is.
Let's see, we have Queen Theodina. I don't know how old she is, by the way.
Theophany, she was 18 in 2012? 18 or 1228.
So that's more than 6,000 years, ain't it?
She was turned 1228 or 1218. I can't remember which one it is.
Then we have Zill, and then we have Dimitri. And Dimitri's like, so how old are you guys? If you don't mind me asking.
6,052.
30,000.
Oh, you were just a little baby.
It's difficult for my kind to keep track of age, but well over hundreds of thousands of years, I think, in your time.
Question: was that towards Dimitri or
yes?
Idris?
It was directly towards Dimitri.
Like the Lady Duvain looks Dimitri dead in the eye and says this.
You know, when I saw it, I left Dova. I thought I didn't have to bring up my age, and now here we are, and here I am in the situation again. How fun.
Can we all just say that you are all very fucking old and move on?
I wasn't trying to Whatever.
Astral, the normal aged person here. The normal grown ass adult.
Listen,
No,
the old
Finn's
people want to chat.
and Finn's there too. He's like, well, sometimes old people want to compare ages. It's funny.
It's like comparing dick sizes.
Did you
I
say that, Max, or did
realize that Idris is young.
Max?
I
Did
said
you say
that.
that?
I said
or-
that.
Okay. It would have been funny if you and Dina said that. Anyways, we should probably start moving on.
Idris
Yes.
is gonna get
Should.
himself out of the hole and just kind of.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's going to look to Astral and just go. Where does it continue to go?
And Astral, you look for the path, and it goes straight down into the ravine a few feet away. It
And,
looks like
like-
someone took a tumble.
And Astro just goes. Like Astro just kind of like face hooves, like face plants, and he's like. Does it continue like further like behind us? Like or does it stay in the ravine?
It stays in the ravine.
Question. Can I just use shape water to like move the water out of the way so we can just stay dry?
I mean, it's not that deep. So
Yeah,
we just
but, you
walk
know.
through it. And Astro's like,
Dimitri,
Astro's
it
like,
seems like Astro's worried about getting wet, and
Astro's not worried about getting wet. He just like he thought that was like a heavy drop. So, and Astro's like, then he just hops into the ravine and he starts walking.
Idris is going to sit there for a second and sigh, and then hop back down into the ravine. And I mean, if like Lady Devane and Queen Theo would need help, he would help them too, which I don't think they would, but he would help Zild out, or at least try to.
also Dimitri uses like cheap water to get the water off of Finn because I'm pretty sure Finn is soaked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I lied. She was 18 in 105 first era.
But she
So
probably
he's
still.
younger, she's older.
I don't know. I'm about to do the math.
Okay.
Regardless,
So
we would probably
as-
still call him a baby.
Astral's just gonna keep walking. Like he's just gonna keep walking down this ravine. His hooves are probably getting very muddy, and he's like, like he seems slightly uncomfortable, but he's not. But he's not like raising hell about it.
Do you want me to move the water a bit so it'll be drier, or are you fine?
I am fine.
I'll remove any. Never mind.
It is only a little mud. I will be fine.
I figured. I just thought I'd ask.
Wanna ask, did Zill take Idris's help?
I was gonna say it's like obviously he's like offering help to people. She would have hopped down literally right as he was going to like offer his hand. She would have just hopped down.
And
I will-
splashed him with mud.
I will also say this is probably the longest any of you have ever seen her wings out for extended period of time, excluding Idris, previously, but because her wings are still out, eyeballs.
So
And all.
Dimitri is older than her out character.
I'm older too. She's 5,130 years old.
Anyway.
Astra's just gonna keep moving. And so does the path just keep following this small ravine?
Yes, it keeps following the small ravine, and eventually it does curve up the other side of the ravine. So you guys will have to climb to get up, but I'm not gonna like have you guys roll anything for that.
All right.
And can I have another perception check?
Sure.
Yes. Can I use my sniffer?
Oh, what check?
No.
Damn.
Perception.
I'm gonna ask that every time, so I apologize.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Damn, Finn is doing good with these perception checks. I don't like how they rolled, and that implies that Finn's roll was not enough.
That was Theodiphane's roll.
Okay.
Because I have her stat block up, because I'm just using a basic Vampire Lord stat block. Anyway. So... Silver, Astral, Zil, Idris, Finn, Dimitri, and Theodophany all see this. You all see a statue. And the statue is surrounded by
Corpses.
I mean, there's a couple, like, skeletons around it. There's, like, one that's kind of propped up against the base of the statue, and the statue is, like, heavily degraded. There's vines all over it, and, you know, it used to have an arm, but that arm's broken off and currently on the ground, and looks to be almost reduced to a pile of stones. And there's basically near that what used to be that arm, there are a few, like, this statue is surrounded by plants that are decaying. It just looks like something came in and blighted that area around the statue.
Oh, dang it! That got
Does
ruined.
the path appear to end at the statue?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Astral-
I mean, the stone path that was made, because you see, like, you can see in the ravine where there was a bridge, but the path does kind of circle around the statue a few times.
Okay.
You can't exactly see where it goes off. You'd have to walk around the statue.
Astral says, the path appears to deviate directly towards that statue. It circles it a few times, and I cannot see where it leads after that.
It's probably around here then.
Unless it is the statue itself it's attached to.
Yeah.
Astra's just gonna move forward towards the statue.
You've reached your destination.
Make a U-turn whenever possible.
Recalculating. Turns out.
So when we get close, is like the face of the statue covered?
The face of the statue is almost completely desecrated. And as you get close, you guys can see, because Lady Devane's kind of like traveling in the middle of the pack. Those who are behind can see her stop. And Astral, you feel her hand kind of grab your hackles to stop you.
Hackles? What the fuck are hackles?
There's another word for shoulder blades, specifically on an animal.
Okay.
That's why when someone, when a dog is growling,
Okay.
typically it has its hackles raised. That motion is where the head is down and the shoulder blades are up.
Okay, Astral stops and he's like, is there something wrong?
That is a statue to a very, very old god.
I see.
Can I history
Which
check that?
God.
No.
Can I also?
Yes, you may history check this, but with disadvantage.
Thought.
Do I also have disadvantage?
Yes.
Still 25.
Guys, not even the old people know. I'm scared.
Fuck me, that's a 14.
Zil,
Hold
you
me.
are just very vaguely able to remember this because you actually, you've seen them recently. You recognize this, just barely able to recognize this as a statue to the Titan Deception.
Ah.
No. Stop.
And you are only really able to recognize this by the posture of their hands and the fact that there seems to be this broken off, almost unicorn-esque horn on their forehead.
Zill would kind of look at she would like stop with the rest of the group, obviously, and she would be looking at the statue for a second before just mumbling out, "That is a statue of deception, the old Titan."
Titan?
Yes, my people, we knew them as. Why is the name slipping my tongue? Why must you do this to me?
I cast minor inconvenience on her. One of the effects is literally
I know.
one of the effects is literally like you make the target forget a word and it's on the tip of their tongue for like a straight minute. That's one of the effects. Oh my god.
And
Damn, Master really not wanting any lore to get out.
No lore today, not for you.
No lore for you.
And you hear her go, "My people knew this what you call deception. We knew them as Sidaris."
Does that ring any bells?
No, because you've only predominantly known them as deception.
Okay.
But
why would a wraith be attached to a statue of a titan?
I don't believe the wraith is attached to it. I think it is trying to throw us off. You see, these statues are enchanted. Sidaris was a god of trickery and deception and would often enchant their statues to be able to give out geese.
Like the spell Geas?
Yes. Yes.
That is a very... Well, I guess I have no room to speak. Ash was just like... as he kind of smiles a little bit, he's like, I guess you could say this is a deception?
And she kind of like lifts her hand off of you and says, "Yes, I guess you could call it that."
So this is... In order to see the path, I would need to get a lot closer to the statue. Do you think it's still active?
Will it bite?
Possibly.
Not surprising.
It's... This spell is... It is hard to tell. Typically, you would need another spell to end it, as it wasn't like a normal, basic GS cast.
I know the spell very well. I happen to use it a lot.
All of the Irish people are about to get pissed off, right? So we both mispronounced that. It's pronounced Gesh.
Is it Gesh? Is it Gesh?
Gesh. It's pronounced Gesh. I just checked it because I was just like,
You're
this
at
doesn't seem right.
right now, even though Max. Run, Max.
Run, Max, run.
Anyway.
So Max, like, she said that this particular version of Gesh has like a counter spell. Not specifically the spell counter spell, but like it has like a spell you would have to cast to end its effects. Is that what she said?
Basically, you need to, like, either to cast Remove Curse or Greater Restoration or a Wish spell to end it.
Thankfully, I have 2 of those spells. Like to end the effect on the statue itself or the person affected by it.
The statue.
Okay, so Astra's just gonna cast Remove Curse on it. Astra's just gonna get a little bit closer, and he's gonna be like, "I hope you are correct about this."
Please make your wisdom saving throw. You got closer.
Actually, I think Remove Curse is touch, isn't it?
I don't think it is. Because that would be weird if it is. Because if you touch a cursed object...
It's touch.
It's touch?
It's touch.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I will do that then.
Son of a Siamese twin.
I'm going to use my armor, though. Because... fuck this. A 28.
You pass. You hear its voice whisper to you to walk away, to not cast the spell, but you ignore it, and you are able to touch the statue and end the curse.
You're like, okay, then still catches it.
Astro says, I believe I have stopped it. I do not know if it will ever come back. It's possible, but hopefully not.
Anything is possible. But we should continue.
So does Astro actually have to circle around the statue? Just walk around it a few times?
Okay. As you kind of get around the statue, you do see the path continue on. And it doesn't take very long before the trees start to twist again, and it becomes clear that this area is very, very dead. And as you are kind of continuing on, you hear creatures cry, normal forest sounds, and then it just slowly kind of just goes quiet.
Okay.
And
wait just a goddamn second.
Yes.
Did this fucking statue guess that fucking wraith to come after us? I swear to God if it did. Anyway, continuing on.
And eventually you come across a decrepit-looking shrine, and there's water sitting in a little, bowl that is being held up by a statuette of something long faded. And this water is dark and murky, and it smells gross.
Stinky.
I'm pretty that might have been wine or something. I don't know, out of character.
Okay, so this whole situation is starting to sound very familiar. Max, did you literally pull an avatar on us?
No.
God damn it. This sounds exactly like a fucking Avatar episode, you son of a bitch. Anyway, so Astra's just gonna...
Alright.
We'll talk about it later. Astral is just going to approach this little statue. And the path very apparently ends here. Is that what it looks like?
Mm-hmm. It looks like it looks like the wraith kneeled before this statue bed.
Dimitri's gonna slightly follow, but give Astro his space, maybe about 10 or so feet.
Astra's just gonna say, I believe this is the place. The path ends here. It looked like the wraith may have been praying to this statue.
And I feel like she might be here any minute then, because she probably knows we're here. Silver, if you're speaking, I can't hear you.
No, I was not. I feel slightly bad for this. But we are going to have to burn it.
Dimitri switching to stands of fire as his face catches on fire. Wow.
So Astral's gonna look to Lady Duvain, and just say, is the wraith approaching?
It seems that she is nowhere near here.
Also, do we burn it?
Burn it or destroy it. Either shall do.
Usually, when it comes to the race, you have to destroy it with fire. But
Out character Max,
then
would it be
again,
wise to use that
then
fireball?
again, then again, those books were very old. So,
Yes, Eli.
Considering that wards I had, would I be able to use that fire to burn the statue?
You could. But I need to
Because
find
I
a
think
perception check.
perception check.
it'd be
Okay.
more respectful. Fuck, that's on that one.
18. I don't know why, but my perception check suddenly got really bad.
I think everybody's did.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna do this.
Also, while we're waiting, Dimitri's like, also,
Oh,
how are we burning this? Because I kind of feel bad. So,
You just can speak up and go, I have a way.
all right. Then I will let you do it then.
Then you may burn it, but do it quickly.
So, Zil, you don't hear it.
I got a dirty 20, by the way, because I
Yes,
rolled
I
a
saw.
d6.
You do not hear it.
I definitely don't.
Astral, you hear it. Finn, you hear it. Dimitri, you hear it. And Theodophany hears it.
What is it?
A horn.
Oh!
And the sounds of dogs barking and hooves hitting the ground.
A hunt
And the
begins.
clanking of armor.
Don't
the
tell
wild
me.
No.
Don't
That
out
is where we're
character.
ending session.
It's the
Oh.
fucking rising dawn, mother.
It's the wild hunt. They finally found me.
It's the Popo. They found me. Oh God.